Hello everyone. I am Samiksha Singh, and today I am back to this YouTube channel. And we are starting today with the first very basic chapter of class 11th physics. Uh, this chapter is very necessary to understand, and it is very much important to know all these basics of maths to study physics very well. So, this chapter is basic maths and calculus. So, in this chapter, we will deal with many basic concepts of maths. And yes, this part will end with quadratic equation, and the next part of this video will be differentiation, and then we will do integration and so on. Means every basic which is required for physics we will do in this video. So let's start basic maths and calculus. Okay, so first we will start with exponents. So the rule of exponents are if a is not equal to 0 and b is not equal to 0. So the first rule is product rule, where if two two numbers are multiplied, means the base is same and the powers are different, then the powers are added. So here a is same in both, means the constant term is same in both and the powers are different, so the powers will be added. And same goes with the quotient rule. If the base is same but the powers are different and division is taking place in between them, so the powers will be subtracted. And in power rule, if a is a base and then x is a power and there is a power y outside, then the powers will be multiplied. So if there is 2, 2 to the power 3, and then it is multiplied by 4, then 3 into 4 means 2 to the power 12 will be the answer. Okay. Now here power of product rule. So if two numbers are there, two integers are there which are non-zero, so if they are inside something and they are having a power x, then both will have that same power if they are having product in between. Okay, if product is done in between, so they will have the same power, so a to the power x and b to the power x. Same goes with fraction rule, means if they are in division form and power x is there, so ax divided by bx. Okay, now zero exponent, any number to the power 0 is equal to 1, and negative exponent, any number to the power of minus x is equal to 1 by that positive value. Okay, so it will change into positive, means a to the power minus x will become 1 by a to the power x. And fractional exponent, if a to the power x is divided by a to the power x by y. Okay, so that a to the power x will go root under this one, and y will be the substrate, means like if it is 2, then it will be square root of a to the power x. If the coefficient is 3, then it will be cube root of a to the power x, and so on. Okay, so here now cube root is equal to 1 by 3, as I have already told you that here divided by x, so this will come here. So like this, cube root of x to the power 1 by 3, it can be written as x to the power 1 by 3. Okay, and now square root, it can be written as x to the power 1 by 2. Now if bases are same, then powers are added. Okay, in multiplication, as I have told you, in power of product rule, and if bases are same, then powers are subtracted in division. Okay, and power and any number to the power and it's having power outside, then they are both multiplied. So this is only written here. Now if a question related to decay is given, then after every steps, after every n cycle left, the number will be divided by 2 to the power n. Okay, now we come to trigonometry. The ratio of sides of a right angle triangle is known as trigonometry. Now theta decides which will be the perpendicular and which will be the base. Okay, so now here this in this triangle theta is here, so this is the base, and the angle which is opposite to the base is perpendicular. So here one thing which I would like to say, that perpendicular and theta both lies in one plane, then that will be considered as the base. Okay, So if the theta is here, then this will become the base and it will become the perpendicular. But hypotenuse is always constant because it's the longest length of the triangle, okay? So hypotenuse will be same. Now here, this is a standard triangle where the angle between 5 and 3 is always 53. So it's a trick to remember that the angle between 5 and 3 will be 53. And the rest angle means the next value of theta will be 37 degree, which will lie in that between 5 and 4. So it's not going. So you should learn one angle and you will means you will remember the other anyway, okay? Like here's the trick which I have told you, that the angle between 5 and 3 will be 53 and the next angle will be 37. So this is a standard triangle with which is 3 4 5, okay? Pythagorean triplet, we all know 3 4 5 is a Pythagorean triplet. So this triangle is very much important to solve many questions, okay? Many simple basic logics will be coming and it will be applied, okay? This triangle will be applied, so these values you should learn. And here now we will take that sine is equal to p by h, cos is equal to b by h, tan p by b, and the opposite of opposite no means the reciprocal of tan is cot, and the reciprocal of cos is sec, and the reciprocal of sine is cosec, okay? So this you can remember. There are many tricks to remember this. Like one which I have learned was Pakistan bhuka pyasa, Hindustan hara bhara. So this will go very much means controversial if you think so. So you can learn that Pandit Badri Prasad, Har Har Bhole, something like that you can learn. Okay. Now here sine 37 degree is equal to 3 by 5, cos 37 degree 4 by 5, tan 37 3 by 4. So how to find these values? So here p by h, okay? Sine is equal to p by h and here 37 degree is given. So 37 degree is this. So for this, if this is 37, so base is 4. Therefore perpendicular is 3 and the hypotenuse is 5. So the value of sine 37 is 3 by 5. So same goes with all of them. Sine 37, cos 37, tan cot sec cosec, and that 53. So you have to learn all the values of that. Okay. So by knowing the trigonometry ratios, we cannot predict the side, but we can predict the ratios of the side, and we can also find other sides ratio. Okay, so we cannot find that actual sides, but we can find that ratios. Okay, now we are coming to circles. Okay, angle theta. So here in a circle, uh, um, a minor sector. Okay, this is a sector. This is a minor sector, and the rest is the major sector. So this is a radius, and this theta angle is given, and this is the arc length. So that theta which is given in radians is equal to arc length by radius. Okay, so you can find out this theta from here. And if you are taking that major sector, you can also take this theta, the rest of the part, and that arc length. So you will find that, okay. So degrees is also one of the units of angle, but we consider here radians. Okay. Now the relation between degree and radian is 180 degree is equal to pi radians. Okay. And here 1 degree is equal to pi by 180 radians, and 1 radian is equal to 180 by 180 degree by pi. And now here you should learn this table which is of all the values of theta, and that means this is a standard value, okay? That sine 0 degree is equal to 0, sine 30 half, sine 45 1 by root 2, sine 60 root 3 by 2, sine 91, and similarly goes with all. So if you want a trick for this, I can give you the trick. Like you can do like this. Write 0 1 2 3 4. Okay. So 0 30 45 60 and 90, and then divide it all by 4. if you do not remember that, okay, and then put it inside a root. So it will be 0, it will be 1 by 2, it will be 1 by root 2, this one will be 3 by 2, and this one will be 1. So this is sine 0 degree, this is sine 30 degree, this is sine 45 degree, this is sine 60 degree, and this is sine 90 degree. Once you have find this, the value of sine, you can just write it like this, means sine 90 is equal to cos 0 degree, and then cos 30 degree is equal to sine 60 degree, cos 45 degree is equal to sine 45 degree, cos 60 degree is equal to sine 30 degree, and then cos 90 degree is equal to sine 0 degree. Like this we have done, and then for tan you can do sine by cos, and then for cosec you can do 1 by sine, for sec you can do 1 by cos, and for cot you can do 1 by tan, 1 by tan or cos by sine. Okay, so by remembering one you can find all the ratios, but yes, if you learn this table it will be much more appropriate, because it is I think that if you have having very less time, so finding one value you have to do many calculations, so remembering the values will be much more easier. Now here comes the quadrant. So we have drawn this is y-axis and this one is x-axis. So here this one is 0, and after completing a full circle this one will be also 360 degree, and here it is 0, then here 90 degree, then 180 degree, then 270 degree. And here in this first quadrant, both x and y are positive and theta is less than 90 degree. In the second quadrant, x is negative, y is positive, and theta is between 90 and 180 degree. In the third quadrant, both are negative and the theta is between 180 and 270 degree. And in the fourth quadrant, the theta is between 270 and 360 degree. And x is positive, y is negative. Now here all trigonometric ratios are positive in the first quadrant. In the second quadrant, sine and cosec is positive and the rest all are negative. In the third quadrant, tan and cot are positive, rest all are negative. And here cosec are positive and rest all are negative. So remember this one, we can have trick all school to college, or all school to college. All school to college is one trick, and one I am not remembering it now. One. Yes, so the other one is add sugar to coffee. Okay, add sugar to coffee. So this are the two tricks from which you can remember first quadrant, second, third, and fourth, which values are positive. So if the angle is more than 90 degree, we have to first see that in which quadrant is that angle is going to lie, and then the sign of the trigonometric ratios in that quadrant. Okay, so some important identities which are helpful for physics. So that is sine a plus b is equal to sine a cos b plus cos a sine b, then sine a minus b is equal to sine a cos b minus cos a sine b, then cos a plus b is equal to cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Then cos a minus b is equal to cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. Tan a plus b is equal to tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b. And tan a minus b is equal to tan a minus tan b by 1 plus tan a tan b. So for sin, the sign will be same, and for cos, फॉर्मूला में साइन सेम नहीं रहेगा बट टर्म्स विल बी सेम. ओके, नाउ से स्मॉल एंगल approximation. So in small angle approximation, theta should be in radians, and for sin theta it will be approximately theta, cos theta it will be approximately 1, and tan theta it will be approximately theta. So when theta is less than 10 degree you can consider it small. Okay, small angle. So for small angle, h is means that hypotenuse will be approximately equal to the base. So you can also find theta is so in this case theta is equal to arc length by radius, so it will be is equal to p by b or p by h. Okay, sine theta. Now binomial approximation, so we will consider that small box as small number, and 1 plus minus that small number to the power n will be 1 plus minus n to the power that small number. So 1 is mandatory for this case, that you should have 1 in this place. Okay, before that plus minus you should have 1. So let's have an example. Root 96 to the power 96 to the power half, which will be 100 minus 4 to the power half. So 100 will come out, and it will be 1 minus 0.04 to the power half, which is equal to 10 into 0.98, which is equal to 9.8. Okay. Now straight line and slope. So slope is the steepness of line with x-axis, and slope is equal to rise on y-axis by length on x-axis, which is equal to rise by run. So steepness of the line with respect to the x-axis. Okay, so slope is equal to y to the power y2 minus y1 by x2 by x1. So if 2 points are given, you can consider one point as x2 comma y2 and the other point as x1 comma y1. So this point can be considered as x2 comma y2, and this point will be x1 comma y1. So from these 2 points we can find out the slope. Okay, so if theta is less than 90 degree, then the angle will be acute, and if theta is more than 90 degree, then the angle will be obtuse. So slope can also be found by tan theta, which is equal to perpendicular by base. Okay, so now types of slope. So slopes are of four types: positive slope, negative slope, zero slope, and infinite slope. Okay, so positive slope, it will be when that theta is an acute angle. Okay, and negative slope when theta is an obtuse angle. Zero slope when the theta is perpendicular, means that we have to see that value. Okay, from that table which I have already shown you. So from there we will see the value of tan. So now tan 0 degree. So if the angle is 0, means if theta is 0, then the slope will be 0, and if theta is 90 degree, then the slope will be 90. So if the line is perpendicular to x-axis, then the theta will be 90 degree and it will be infinity. And if the line is just parallel to x-axis, then the theta will be 0. Simple. So if line is parallel to x-axis, then the slope is 0. If line is perpendicular to x-axis, then the slope is infinity. If line is seen above, means if the line is an acute angle, then it will be positive, and if line is obtuse angle, then it will be, the slope will be negative. So there are two ways to find the slope, okay, of a negative slope. So first method is that we can apply that tan 120 degree, and now we will break it in terms of 90 into any number which is multiplied. If it's an even number, then it will remain the same. Okay, tan will remain the same as tan, but if it's a odd number, tan will change to the corresponding thing, like that sign will change into cos, sorry, sign will change into cosec, and cos will change into sec, and tan will change into cot, and vice versa. Okay, so here tan changes into cot because it's an odd number. Okay, so minus sign is the here, and cot 30 degree is equal to minus root 3. Or in that second method we can do that, we know that the slope will be negative because it's an obtuse angle. So first we will put that sign, and then we will do 180 minus 120 degree, so it will come tan 60 degree, which will be minus root 3. So the both the values are same, so we can find out the slope with these two methods. If you are finding problem in anything, you can write in the comment section. I will definitely give a response. Okay. So if the angle will be more, the theta will be more. So that slope will be also more. And more steeper the line is, the slope will be more. Okay. Now intercept comes in a straight line. So it is represented by C. So uh, here C is positive and M is negative. In this line C is 0 because it is coming from that origin. Okay, so the C will be negative, C will be 0 in this case, and M is negative. Why? M is going like this. So if we do it like this, if we try to straight up this line, this angle will be this whole angle. So it will be more. More means an obtuse angle, so that slope will be negative. And in this case, C is negative because y is having negative, means this is in the negative side of y. Okay, and the slope will be positive because it's an acute angle. Now graphs, we will do this type of there are this many graphs, but these two are not needed. Okay, these two are not needed. We will do till rectangular hyperbola. So the equation of a straight line is y is equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope and y is the means, and c is the y-intercept. So both m and c, sorry, both y and x both have maximum power 1. Okay. So to plot the graph, we have to check the sign of the slope, means the slope. What is the sign of the slope? And what is the sign of the slope? Slope is represented by m. And what is the sign of the intercept? Means y-intercept. Okay. So this two will be helpful for drawing the graph of a straight line. And now comes parabola. So the general equation of parabola is y is equal to x square or x is equal to y square. Either x and y has maximum power 2. Okay, either of both. So both cannot have the power 2, but one will have power 2 and one will have power 1. Now y is equal to x square may you will find this type of graph. So in this you will take you can take x both as positive or negative, but y will always remain positive because we are squaring x. Okay, this will be the graph for y is equal to minus x square. This will be the graph for y is equal x is equal to y square, and this for x is equal to minus y square. Okay, this will be passing through the origin. Both will be passing through the origin. So general equation of parabola will be y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. So maximum power of x is equal to 2 and maximum power of y is equal to 1 in a parabolic equation. So here, what's the work of this coefficients a, b and c? Okay. So if a is positive, graph will be upside. If a is negative, graph will be downside. If a is equal to 0, then it will be a straight line. Okay, because it will come in a form of mx plus c. Okay, if a is 0, then this part will be gone and it will be becoming mx plus c. B will show that shifting, and c will show shift in the y-axis. Okay, that intercept part, it's that intercept part which we have discussed earlier. Okay, nothing else. Now general equation of ellipse is x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. So maximum power of both will be 2 and there will be a plus sign between them, and the shape will be oval shape, which I have written here pichka hua circle. Okay, you can see that. Now if x is equal to 0, so y will be plus minus b, and if y is equal to 0, so x will be plus minus a. Therefore, that y cuts the point, that b cuts the point y in the y-axis. Okay, point where means it cut the point in the y-axis b, and a cuts the point in x-axis. So this type of graph will be common. Okay, and area of ellipse is equal to pi ab. So this is one is an example. Here a is equal to 2 because it's a square, or here nothing is there, so 1, so 1 square is equal to 1, so a is 2, b is 1, and the area is equal to 2 into 2 means pi into 2 into 1, which is equal to 2 pi. Okay, so circle is an special case of ellipse where both a and b is equal to r, which is the radius of the circle. Okay, radius of circle, you can see that I have written. So x square by r square plus y square by r square, if we take both common, and this will go this side and it will become x square plus y square is equal to r square. So area of circle by the formula of area of ellipse will become pi into r, which is equal to pi r square. And everyone knows the perimeter of circle 2 pi r. Okay. Now here rectangular parabola yx is equal to c means xy should be is equal to constant. And this is the graph of a rectangular hyperbola. So you can see that if xy is equal to negative, then this 2 will be engaged, these two sides will be taken, and if it is positive, then these two sides will be taken, because x will also be positive, y will also be positive. Here x is negative, y is negative. So negative negative is equal to positive. Okay, and positive positive, when we multiply both positive, it will give automatically give a positive number, and if two negatives are multiplied, it will also give positive. See, I have done this here, and one positive one negative will always give negative. So in this quadrant, x is negative and y is positive, so this one is taken. And in this quadrant, y is negative and x is positive, so this one is taken. And in this quadrant, both are negative, so this is taken, and this one, both are positive, this is taken. So this one is for positive and this one is for negative. Okay. Now trigonometric graphs. So for sine 0 is equal to 0 degrees, so it will start from 0. And for cos, this will shift a little bit, and cos 0 degree is equal to 1. So from cos graph will start from here. Okay. So when x is equal to 0, sin x is 0. So this is a graph for sine. And both the graphs of sine and cos always lies between plus 1 and minus 1. So this is the graph for cos, where if x is equal to 0, so cos x is equal to 1. Sin and cos की वैल्यू हमेशा -1 and +1 के बीच में होती है, which I have told you. Now here you can take a summary of these points, okay, which I have told you earlier. That straight line, that equation is y is equal to mx plus c parabola. These are the equations: y is equal to x square, y is minus x square. This minus, you know that why we have taken. I have told you earlier that the minus of any that square of any negative number is also positive. Then ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1 in this one. Now exponential function the value of exponent is 2.71 and y is equal to e to the power x. So 2.71, I have also discussed this exponential one. Okay, y is equal to e to the power x, and you can note that e to the power 1 is equal to 1 and e to the power minus 1 is equal to 1 by e, the exponential rules which we have discussed earlier. So this one is a graph where y is equal to e to the power x. So it will start from here, which is negative x, and go till positive x, like this. Okay, and if y is equal to e to the power minus x, then the graph will start from positive x and move towards negative x. Now here geometric progression, there is a common ratio. So in this you do not have to learn so many other formulas of geometric progression. I think everyone knows many other formulas of geometric progression, like a to the power a into r to the power n minus 1, like that. Okay, because we have done this chapter in class 10th, but which is necessary, the part which is important for NEET examination, or for physics, which will be useful in physics, is sum of infinity terms, which is a by 1 minus r. And if the gp is decreasing, and in arithmetic progression, two consecutive terms have common difference. Terms of the ap is a plus d, a plus 2d, a plus 3d. Okay, the nth term is a plus n minus 1d, and the sum of the n term is n by 2 to the n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1d, or n by 2 is equal to a plus the last term. The last term should be given, okay? Now for quadratic equation, the equation is like this: is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is coefficient of x square, b is coefficient of x, and c is the constant. Okay, so here discriminant is equal to b square minus oac, and root or solution is equal to x is equal to minus b plus minus root d. Root d is this one, and by divided by 2a. So here minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac under root by 2a. So this was all about this video till quadratic equation. So this video will be helping you to revise, or you can also find a very basic ideas of the basic mathematics chapter. So this will be clarifying all your doubts, I think so. And if you any of your doubts are left regarding this part, you can write below in the comments. And if you have liked this video, you can if you like this video, please like the video, comment and subscribe to the channel. I am very new in YouTube, so your support will motivate me to make more such videos which will be helpful. So thanks for watching till the last. So the next video of class 11th will be of differentiation. So the next video of class 11 physics will be of differentiation, which is a part of basic maths. And after completing this chapter, we will start units and dimension, uh, and then kinematics, and we will go with the base. Okay. You can also find many videos which will be coming for biology, chemistry of class 11th and class 12th, all physics, chemistry, bio, and maths also for class 11th and class 12th. And then class 10th ICSC, all the videos of computer, maths, and English we will also do. Okay, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching.